Here's what I saw happening with hypnotherapists. Now we're going to do the hypnosis, and I'm going to change the way that I speak to you. I was speaking like a normal human being, and now I'm going to mimic something else that I hope is hypnosis. And the client does this. It's not working. It's definitely not working. Oh, hang on, shut up, Andy, shut up. Shh, shh. No, nothing's happening. No, don't feel any different. Oh, my arm's aching. Can I put my arm down? Oh, God, let me put my arm. Oh, fuck, he's not going to let me put my arm down. Oh, yeah, close my eyes. Sorry. Yeah, okay. And they go through this 50-minute part of the session, or however long it takes, waiting for something to happen. And then finally, the therapist says, you can open your eyes. And they go. And they blink, because suddenly the room's very bright, because they've had their eyes closed for ages. The sun might have come out. Or if it's me, I've got a dimmer switch, or a 150-watt light bulb. I crank it up a bit. That's just me. And they open their eyes and they go, wow, thank you, thank you. Inside they're going, that didn't fucking work. And then they pull out their checkbook and they pay and they go away and you never hear from them again. And they go, well, I did hypnosis once, but I don't think it worked. We've got to change that. You see, also running in this session, there's our structure of it. The therapist is trying to run their stuff. Okay? The therapist is trying to do the stuff the therapist does. They have the routine inside their head. They have their own emotional sequences of behavior. They have the ways they reach comfort themselves, and often they use that structure to try and build comfort inside the client. But the client's structures of achieving relaxation and sanity may not follow the same pattern. Oh yeah, because they didn't go on the workshops. Huge different reality. I've got to say this to you. The only people that are going to be impressed by the people you trained with are other therapists. Your clients don't care. Just got to make that one clear. Most marketing that I see on the internet, most articles and conversations I have with NLPers, hypnotherapists, counselors, martial artists, every keen martial artist always gives you the link their trainer had to somebody famous. I trained with the bloke up the street, but he was trained by the guy who trained with the whatever, the closeness to the source. Only other martial artists have ever heard of that fella. The therapist is running their patterns. Oh yeah, and the client is running their patterns. And I'm going to introduce you over the course of today and tomorrow 5 of these primary patterns, which I call the 5 patterns of chronicity. You've got a handout, which now I've pointed out to you, everyone's going to start reading, aren't you? Don't. There's a bind. Now, because the 5 patterns of chronicity, actually there's probably more, they're the 5 patterns I pay attention to, are the 5 patterns that that the client presents that tend to get in the way a little bit of the change work. Now, as Nick was saying, the change work, the relationship you have with your client begins at the very point they make contact. At that very beginning point, your work begins. They may or may not, from that moment on, turn into one of your paying clients. It may be that they listen to the way that you answer the phone, and they decide that the way, they may now, in their head, you go, yeah, hello? Oh, yeah, it's Andy. Yeah, what? Oh, yeah, you want a hypnotherapy appointment? Hang on, I'll get the diary. Now, they're going to go through this conversation because people are too polite to hang up. But the way you answer the phone at that juncture, they may be going, I ain't going to book in and see this guy. The way you answer the phone is critical at that point. If other people, if you're using your home phone number and other people are answering that phone as well as you need to train them to answer the phone properly as a business. Because if they are picking up that it's, hang on, Mum, it's for you. This is not a good opener. Okay, this isn't a good opener. And yet this happens. I know because I phone round hypnotherapists. And they're the kind of things that I have the conversations I have.